NBA fans everywhere just tuned in to see KD's debut as a Houston Rocket, but instead they witnessed Ace Bailey's breakout moment, a full-on battle between Unc and Nephew. We just saw the coming out party for one of the NBA's next stars, and things started heating up early with KD trash talking less than 15 minutes into the preseason.
And he's making a statement to the young fella.
So KD will walk his way to the free throw line. The Rockets are excited.
Now KD did what KD always does. He cooked the entire Jazz defense. But what stood out was how ready Ace Bailey was to take that challenge. Possession after possession, guarding the player he grew up idolizing. And despite the chirping, KD had some really good things to say about Ace after the game.
I'm expecting a big year from him and a big career from him, and tonight he showed what he can do.
But this story goes way deeper than just a preseason duel. Ace Bailey has called KD his favorite player. He's modeled his entire game after him. Even last season, scouts and analysts were already drawing comparisons between the two.
Ace Bailey gets compared to you all the time when you were a prospect. Do you think those comparisons are valid?
I see some of my game at Ace. I think he, as far as the mid-range game, he probably a little bit more advanced than I was at that age. I mean, Ace is a pure talent. Being able to shoot the ball with that type of touch from anywhere is insane, the shots that he can make. He's a problem. I can't wait to see his career grow.
Little did KD know, 10 months later, he'd be matched up against that same kid, trading buckets in his very first NBA game. First possession of the game, and Ace comes out swinging. He comes off a high screen from Nurkic, freezes Şengün, and calmly drains the mid-range jumper. And throughout the game, we saw more of his ability to make quick decisions when his teammates swing on the ball. Look at the body control he has to be able to take 2 dribbles with his offhand and use a spin move to make his defender lose balance, giving him another easy jumper. And then again in the second quarter, that off-ball screen from Nurkic sets him up for another mid-range jumper. It's honestly refreshing to see a young player who can get a good shot from the mid-range while also stepping out to hit a 3 like Ace does here. And on this possession, even though he misses, he has that instinct to follow his shot and confidently knocks down another midi. I was really impressed with his ability to move without the ball. On this play, he turns the slip screen into a nice roll to the basket, and even though Keontae could have just hit him here, you have a great pass by Nurkic that finds him under the rim for an easy dunk. I think that 2-man game with a big man who can pass like Nurkic is going to be big for him. Look how he stays moving, makes a nice cut for a slick little dime from Nurkic. For a guy who gets a lot of his shots from the perimeter, I also thought his explosiveness at the rim looked really good this game. We also need to talk about the other side of the ball. That clip of KD barking at Ace, it came right after this play, where Ace got a little too eager contesting KD's jumper.
Man, so Houston was very successful last season. Again, he knows exactly who's guarding him. I'm sure Kevin Durant's watched some Ace Bailey film, watched him through the draft, kept up with them.
But he didn't back down. Ace wanted that matchup all night. Sure, KD got him a few times. He's Kevin Durant. But Ace also made some real defensive plays. On this play, he jumps the passing lane and knocks down a 3 in transition off the steal. And then here, we see the same length and defensive instincts leading to a dunk on the break. His frame and willingness to make an impact on that side of the ball is something I don't hear people talk about as much as they should. And even if he's not getting the stop every time, he's forcing guys to take contested shots. He even shows some of his passing ability that I really hope can translate into the regular season. If he can open up this part of the game, there's real potential for him to be an offensive juggernaut in the league. Again, we see a 2-man game with Nurkic, but this time, Ace is the one finding Nurk on the roll, and his instincts look really good. Look at how he takes his time on this double team out the post and finds his man for the open shot, all while keeping his body between the ball and the defenders. For a guy who was criticized for allegedly not wanting to play in Utah, he looks like he really wants to be great out there. Hustle plays like this are the epitome of a young player who wants to get in the trenches and do the dirty work. By the end of the night, Ace definitely had his welcome to the league moment, getting chirped by KD while KD dropped 20 points in 20 minutes. But Ace answered with 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists of his own. If Ace Bailey turns into what I and KD thinks that he can be, people will look back at this game as the night Kevin Durant officially started passing the torch to one of the NBA's next great scorers.